Hi everyone, Hilltop Knowledge here. I'll make this video quick. The question is, why isn't sex trafficking talked about? It's such a big problem, right? Isn't it such a huge crime to traffic children? Why isn't it that it's not talked about? And the straight up answer is, will take some thought and contemplation, but there is such a big desire among pedophiles, and there's a large number of them, to obtain their source of biological needs, that they're willing to go the extra mile not to talk about sex trafficking. And because if you talk about it, then it gets demonized more, and then they can't get their food. So sex trafficking is abuse, don't get me wrong, and you should demonize it. You should condemn it. However, what you shouldn't condemn is the feeling, is the people who may have this buried underneath. And there's two major reasons why you shouldn't. One is because really all males have some kind of pedophilia-like nature, right, where they desire youthfulness. So that manifests usually, from what I understand, as ages 12 to 18. And the older you get, the more of those ages become one age. It's just, oh, they're a late teen. 12 is like a late teen, or 18 is an early teen, but it's really hard to differentiate. And that's pretty much all males. And then you got the lower spectrum, which is actually, that's where the switch in the brain went off, where they don't only want something that reminds them of someone that's fertile, someone that's youthful, someone that's biologically going to be healthier long term, but they want someone that reminds them of a child, meaning like 6 years before the age of 12 is even more of what you define as a child. So it's not such a drastic difference. It's just one's considered pedophilia and one's considered a different category that doesn't even, it's not as noticeable and can be addressed more easily and can be dealt with more easily. You can find women that look younger. You can find women that have like a youthful kind of kid nature to them that remind. But those who are real pedophiles that have a really hard time being attracted to someone after 12 or around that area, I think that requires sensitivity. It doesn't require condemnation. What requires condemnation is people who are molesting, and people who are attacking. But I also believe that would happen less because there would be less sex trafficking, is if we understood it holistically, that this is just a desire in the brain, and it's not necessarily evil for them to have this desire. It's like a cognitive blocking that the public at large has, where they can't see that these people are hurting, that a lot of them are hurting inside, and by condemning the ones who are abusing children, you should condemn the ones who are abusing children, but by pretending that everyone with these desires are going to abuse children, then you're condemning all of them, and that's only going to perpetuate people protecting the accusations and the investigation of child sex trafficking, which continues the cycle and loop. So try not to get so emotional. Someone who comes across this and they don't understand they're not so sympathetic towards a pedophile. Try to understand where they're coming from, how they're forced into a corner. Like the real pedophiles, not just those who are attracted to youthfulness, which is actually just everyone, every male. And because of the demonization of the desire, that is not even talked about. We can't talk about, oh, she has to sound youthful, she has to seem like a kid, she has to seem like she's still 12 years old. That's not talked about, that's even a desire, because pedophilia is wrong. It's a morality thing. And no one gets to the deep psychological functionings of our anatomy, of our neurochemistry, of the way we might function fundamentally because of stigma. And then those who talk about this intellectually, people don't want to hear it. So that's an issue. Okay, that covers it, and have a good day.